one of the areas we're looking into is mobile learning, which is quite a popular idea at the moment. So we're looking at a number of projects that can use BBC Factual Learning content and relate it to location. And one in particular I'd like to talk about relates to a television series called Battlefield Britain, which is a very high quality television series with lots of computer generated graphics of battles, ancient and not so ancient. And one project we're doing as a piece of R&D is, all being well, is at Culloden, which is, to all intents and purposes, a greenfield battle site, which is fairly unusual. And the plan is that visitors, a small number of visitors, will be able to take out a PDA with wireless LAN, and we'll be running wide area wireless LAN in the battlefield, and all being well, be able to locate reasonably well where they are, and then offer them a selection of content, some of which will be video sequences of about a minute long of things that happened in that part of the battlefield, either on the government lines or the Highlanders lines. And as they walk round in this real tour, they will also get a sort of a virtual tour, if you like, with the content that becomes particularly relevant because it happened around them 200 years ago or thereabouts.
Okay, and if that goes well, then what might be the
Well,
best?
if that goes well, and I mean we're building both hardware and software to make that work, we will have a sort of set of equipment, if you like, where we could turn up at events, either BBC-related events or events in which we had an involvement, and set up a system, and visitors could then have sort of virtual and real. So it's an interesting combination of combining the real world, the walk around the place. And they all really relate to ways by which we might bring BBC content to people wherever they are, at least wherever they are in the United Kingdom. So when you tie content to location, particularly historical or arts content or science content, tie that into geography, you then have what I think is a very powerful proposition. So we'll see how it goes.